Good morning, everyone. Oh, nope, that's worse. I don't know how this thing gets out of focus overnight, but here we are. Hey, Dan, good morning. Was good. Morning, Petro. Sylvia, how are you? 17472. That's a number right there. No. Could be. I don't think most people like Mondays. I don't mind them. It's always something interesting happening on a Monday because the market's always pricing in the 48 hours of news we didn't get to react to. Hey, Derek. I had a question here from Anthony. What is the seasonality over the long weekend for corn? I can tell you, I will give you guys a holiday seasonality report later this week. For the holiday, they want to know what's the deal. Told them I'd give them a weekend seasonality report later in the week. Morning, Trisha. Pat, how are you? Yeah, let's see. Make sure we got the telegram too. Yep. I got it. Monday is Labor Day, so we will not be here. I won't be. Market's not open. Market's closed, isn't it? Not that easy, huh? Hey, Angie. Right. No, good thing we don't trade international markets. Oh, new picture? Oh, with the new ones. There you go. Angie, how are you? Art. I'm trying it. Says the guy who can't get this camera. Camera's off center too. Yeah, it's off center. But see, now it's facing that way, so I can't read anything that's on the screen if I read. So you need to actually, there you go. That's it. You have to keep moving. It's a moving target. Oh, the mic. The mic. Oh, there we go. It's distant because the mic was 2 feet away from me. Can you guys hear me now? Am I sounding okay? Good. Did I have a nice weekend? I had a great weekend. On Saturday, my wife had a birthday party at the beach club, which is on the beach. Our beach club is across the street from our subdivision. Sorry, Rochelle. Honey's really good for that. Yeah, happy Monday. Yeah, so I had a great weekend. I was really stressed out. I had a long week last week. Matt and I have been just really like working a lot of mental hours on this day trading stuff. And so my wife had a birthday party. It was a great party. I was there. Yeah. And T-Buzz was there. His wife Paula was there. We had about 30 people there. It was terrific. I'm feeling much better. I have a tingling in right here at the tip of my finger. and I still have weakness, maybe 10%. I could now do push-ups, but I still feel slight weakness. So I can't work out yet till I'm done with physical therapy. I also hired a chiropractor to, I lay down and he stretches it. I'm not doing adjustments. It's just decompressing the neck. So I'm doing double whammy. Thank you, Doug. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She had a great time, and that was on Saturday night. And yesterday we didn't do anything. We literally vegged out. I don't think we left the house. We took a walk, and that was it. We'll be starting in about 3 minutes. Let me just can't speak this morning. Let me share my screen real quick. There's my wife. Actually, I'm meeting her at the post office right after we're done here to get a passport for my daughter Rachel, so we could take her to Germany. Hopefully, we want to take her. It'll be my first time out of the country in how many years? I want to say 19 years. I haven't gone out of the country 19 years. We want to take her to Germany sometimes next summer. I think next summer. So we want to get her a passport for that. What I wanted to show you was this morning I was talking about the stock HE. Yeah, her passport, I think for kids, it's not 10 years, Ken. I think for kids, it's different. I asked her about that.
Probably because of the picture.
Yeah, it's right. Thank you. 5 year. Make sure you're muted, Matt. I'll mute my thing so I could hear myself talk. Okay. It's every 5 years, and she's growing, and she's now 10. She's going to be 10 in September 2nd, next weekend. So that's the reason why. Yeah, 5 years. So now you know. So what I was saying about HE this morning in my video, in case you haven't watched it, the stock has been knocked down. I think this is a sympathy play. What I was saying was if it gets below this level right here, next couple of days, below 12.18, it would probably be a great short. Okay? So that's the first thing I wanted to start off with. Second thing, I wanted to start off with is if you find out that you need a visa, then you may take some time as well. Visa? What are you talking about? Visa? She's a citizen. Why would she need a visa? She was born in Riverside County. Oh, I see. I got you. Germany. Okay, I will do that. Now I understand what you're saying. I'm thinking visa. Huh. Starting in 2024. Wow, I didn't know this. I did not understand this. Sorry, now I get it. I did not know this. That's what I'm doing, 17472. That's exactly what I'm doing. As a matter of fact, I was there at 10 a.m. this morning. Matt can attest to that. I did not understand that. I did not understand that. Thank you, guys. Like I said, I haven't been out of the country 19 years. I don't go very far. I don't want to go anywhere. I like to stay exactly where I'm at. I like to drive maybe 4 hours, 5 hours. I'm not a big adventurer. The time change, trading outside of the different time zone. Oh, Robinson. He and I, we're more similar than you can imagine. I'm not cheap at all. It's not about the money. I'll pay somebody to go on my behalf. I'm not joking. I will literally pay somebody to go and I need a traveling stand-in. That's what I need. Do you know how often I get offers to travel? Hey, Roger, we're going to Bahamas. Come with. Wait, I don't want to go anywhere. Nowhere. All right, let's begin. So, good morning. This is one of the benefits of working with me, guys. I never like to go anywhere. I like to stay in all the time. So you don't really have to notice I'm always here. I'm always around. Even when I'm traveling, I'm always around. There's a reason for that. So earnings this week. I'm doing all right, Art. I'm doing all right. All right. So yeah, I need a what do they call it? Doppelganger. Doppelganger. Yeah, I need one of those. Yeah, I don't want to travel anywhere. Although I do like driving in Florida and Georgia. I like driving. I do like driving. I like going like 2, 3, 4 hours. I like those kind of trips. I really like those. Oh, if I could have a clone, especially the last couple of weeks. So we don't have any major earnings today. Tomorrow you have that. All of you should have this document. If not, I'll post it right here. we telegrammed it to everybody, and I just changed my Telegram picture. I updated my picture about 6 minutes ago, so it's a different picture. So don't get, you know, yeah, I need to be in. You need to be in control. I do, Pat. I do. The time difference, man. The time difference gets me. We're sitting in airports waiting for plane. I don't like that stuff. I just like to get down to. This is why I moved here. I don't like all the BS. I like to be productive. Just put me in one place and leave me alone and don't bother me, you know? Uh, exactly, Art. So tomorrow we have Smuckers, we have Pindudu. Say that 10 times. You have Best Buy, you have Big Lots, you have a lot of thank you, Eldad. You need a lot of retail, more retail. Now, Best Buy has not been doing great last few years. I think they're not going to do well this year either. And you know, Best Buy used to be my favorite store. I used to go to Best Buy all the time when I was younger. Love Best Buy, but now it takes me like 30, 40 minutes to go there. But I'll still go there. Thank you, Rochelle. Maybe 15, 20 years ago, you know, not anymore. Anyway, Salesforce is coming out on Wednesday. Salesforce. Now, here's another one, Matt. Is it a tech company or is it a retail company? Because if you think about it, it's a shopping cart technology. It's a you know what Salesforce is. I'm not going to tell you. You probably have nightmares about Salesforce, but think about it. If businesses don't improve, do they need Salesforce? Right? I mean, it's obviously a great indication of how economy's doing. Right? It's like a direct reflection. So yeah, no. Of course, it's a tech company, but you guys know what I mean, right? You can argue. You can make a very good argument.
Either way, yeah.
What?
You can make an argument either way.
You can make a very strong argument that it has a lot to do with retail, because what are they going to say? We're doing really here. Retail's really doing great, but we suck. That wouldn't be good, and that's not them. They're top of their game. Unfortunately, I hate the company personally, from a personal perspective, from using them, not from buying or selling them. But they're a service company. If other companies don't do well, people aren't going to be buying Salesforce. They're going to be downgrading to Infusionsoft. Thank God Almighty. I appreciate that so much. It is such a pain in the ass. You know what it is? Infusionsoft is Salesforce is a great company if you're like a big dog, but most companies are not Fortune 500 companies. So, but they're set up to do just about everything. But you need the tech. So you need a staff. You need a full staff to get things done in Salesforce. So they fit a very specific criteria, but man, oh man, if you need things done fast and on the fly, boom, 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 it's a nightmare. Anyhow, they're coming out with earnings on Wednesday, and other Mastercraft, Okta, CrowdStrike, Chewy will be an interesting one. Retailer. Thursday, you've got Dell Computer. I showed you a chart last week. It was actually a really good chart. Let's see how it looks right now. Very strong. Very, very strong. Let's see how it, I was telling you guys that I really liked this chart last week. Yeah, it's nice. Still in that range. But yeah, earnings. Now, I also included on this document the implied volatility that's expected for each one. There's nothing to talk about today. Today, we got to talk about Fed data, and I'll get into the nitty gritty. Somebody sent me an email over the weekend saying that they don't like my new format and they want me to go back to market analysis and not individual stocks. I will say that most people really like the new format, so I think we're going to just leave it alone. But I will spend Mondays talking and expanding, but I still feel like I talk plenty about the market. Plus, my morning video is all about the market. So I don't really see the need to spend all this time on the market. So big reports this week: consumer confidence, retail sales. You're going to have the job openings reports. Perfect. That's what. Thank you. Yeah, I thought so too. What's your opinion? I'll talk about natural gas later if you ask me. We'll have time today. I only have 10 or 11 stocks. Yeah, everybody likes the new format. The Best Buy is not the lowest prices there for retail. The shopping supply for lowest. I have to shop. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they're not, but I like them. I like the things they sell. I like the brands they sell. Rochelle, we have about 700 people a day watching that report, by the way, that morning report. I don't think most people miss it. How many people here do not watch my morning report? Do not. If you read it, don't post. If you do not watch it, post. We got 250, we got 260 people here. Huh, interesting. You know, guys, let me show you I got a solution for you. I got a real solution for you. Let me show you. Here, let's see if we could get this done. If I could help you out here. Hold on. What the hell is that thing? Roger Scott. Where's Roger Scott? There we are. Here's this. Just go here. Ah, there it is. I guess they capitalized the letters. Look, right here. You'll get notified. Go to this channel and press the subscribe button. And you'll be notified when my video comes out at 8:30 in the morning, which I post personally. Seriously, no joke.
Well, you have to hit subscribe and then
Right here,
the bell.
click subscribe. Yeah,
then
click this.
You click to drop down and put the notifications on.
All right. So I did. I posted the link. Here, I'll do it again. There you go. All right, let's get back to the good stuff. Big reports this week. Consumer confidence, job openings, GDP right here. Yes, the bond market is going to move. There you go, Ronald. Jobless claims is going to be a nothing burger. Personal income is going to be important. These right here, the ISM and the PMI is going to be important, and employment situation. Most volatile days of the week will be on Wednesday and on Friday of this week. Don't expect Friday to be a nothing burger. The employment data can really be important. So again, those are the big reports. As far as the broad market, let me give you my 5-minute assertion, and then we'll go on to some information on China and what hedge funds are rotating into right now. So right now, the markets are very choppy. We're trading below the 50-day moving average. This is not, there you go, Adam. I love that. Thank you, Adam. The market is choppy. Don't go making crazy moves right now. There's not a lot of directional bias. What I'm also seeing right now is a head and shoulder pattern developing. Do you see that? Head and shoulder, which makes this as a neckline. And if that's the neckline, that means we're going to be breaking down. You heard me say it here first. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm saying based on what I'm seeing right now, I don't like the fact that this is overextended. I don't like the fact that we're below the 50-day moving average. I don't like the fact that we're breaking down, and I don't like the fact that earnings are almost behind us, so there's not much of a catalyst. And the Fed is saying very clearly, we will raise rates if necessary. Yes, it will be necessary, as they will see after Tuesday. Just because they're being a little passive-aggressive doesn't mean anything. TLT. Don't like where TLT is. I mentioned before that I believe that we're going to sit around here and then come down. I think if we break this level, which is at 94 something, 20, we're going to be coming back down. As far as individual sectors, I just posted, I had Matt post the code in the members area. Now that we have the Roger Scott channel to ourselves, we could start doing playlists, day trading stuff. We can go wild there, Matt. Matt and Roger going wild, right? So I posted this in the members area. They're becoming less chaotic, actually.
It's on the trade alert sheet.
Okay, good.
If you know where to find it.
They're actually becoming slightly less chaotic. Garmin will wait. Let's wait. Your name rhymes with wait. Let's wait till the end and we'll go through it, okay? Or Matt, do you want to talk about it right now?
I mean, I can.
Go for it. Go for it.
With the option that we have, we're down a lot, but it's pivoted and it's been pretty strong. It's gone up 4% over the last week. So
if we can get another couple of days in, it will be in the
then
money.
we'll be able to cut. Yeah.
Okay. We're not looking to make money on it. We're looking to cut a nasty loser. Now, what I wish we did was get out of it when we were around here, but everybody's a genius in hindsight.
Well, the problem is that when we were there, we were already down 80%.
I understand. There's a lot. Look, guys, think about where the market's been lately. Yeah, that's why Carla, what Matt just said, if it goes up a little bit more, it'll start moving. Been signing up to your channel, but never get the morning emails. 17472, put your email address so nobody could see it here, and Matt will see why you're not getting it. Assuming you're signed up to our list. But what we're trying to do is minimize a bad situation here. That's what we're trying to do in this case. How long till the option expires, Matt?
The Garmin option?
Mm-hmm.
It's September.
Oh, we have a little time on it.
Yeah, they're all three of those are September 5th monthlies.
All right, you're keeping an eye on them, right?
Yep.
All right. So sectors. Let's look at sectors. I'm still good on time. So again, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm not really seeing anything great. The only thing that's starting to look pretty, the mid caps are looking a little better right now. The mid caps. Basic materials are looking a little better. Industrial is looking a little better. Consumer staples doesn't look great, but I think the lows, I think that if you are not everybody trades the same style as we do. Some people just use this to get a compass on the stock they're in. So if you're the kind of trader that likes to nibble in and get in at the lows and kind of average into a trade, yeah, the only one that looks like it might have come near the bottom is consumer staples. I did a momentum study on it this morning, and momentum levels are really low. So it could be that momentum that consumer staples are near the low. So you may want to take a starter position there. But as far as the market, the S&P does not look good. The QQQ does not look good. The financials do not look good. Russell 2000 does not look good. I want to see it go a little higher. Energy is starting to come up. I don't care that it's at the bottom right here. It's starting to look good. As long as it continues where it's going right now, it's going to be good. If not, it's not. Utilities, no. Healthcare, no. Consumer staples, I already told you what I think about consumer staples. Real estate, not yet. Retail, no way. Material, yes. Industrial, yes. Consumer discretionary, hell no. Dow, hell no. Communication, not with your money. Tech, no way. And living, you know what. Home builders, not yet. And mid caps with a question mark, possibly. I like mid caps, industrial, and basic materials so far. But honestly, I'm reaching here, okay? And energies, but I'm reaching. I'd like to see more follow through. Nothing is looking fantastic right now. Okay is it would be stretching it. I think you guys are starting to see where I'm going with this here. Marshall, will the marathon fire in LA have an effect on energy stocks? Yeah, and that's true, Ella. There's not a lot of we're in this kind of a period right now. We're end of August. September's not a bullish month. Not I wouldn't be. This is not a great time. Oh, Louisiana. Sorry, I was like in LA. Louisiana. LA. When I see LA in capitals, I'm always thinking LA. I don't think so. Maybe like on 3 utility companies, but that's about it. Probably on a couple of utility companies in that area, but that's about it. Carla, let's look at it right now. I really like it a lot right now. It bounced off the 50-day moving average. It's been resilient to the market. It's been having several up days, and it looks like it's breaking to the upside. That's a stock I would be looking to buy right now. I'm just being honest with you. Don't you like it, Matt, right now?
Yeah, I do.
You wouldn't want to sell a stock like that, would you?
Mm-mm.
No, that looks good. That looks really good.
Unless it rejects the 56.
Unless
so if
it
it starts to turn around today.
Yeah, if it starts
Right.
turning around, it's no good. But right now, if you look at the SPY, look how flat the SPY has been the last 5 days, and also it's outperforming the SPY on a relative strength basis. It's actually looking great. It's looking really good. Okay, so a few things. China makes the first tax cut. Oh, important. Now, I remember last week, I brought up the stock, and somebody in this room said that I need to get a mental exam. Karen, I told you, what did I tell you about HE? I was very, very clear on it. I didn't say to buy put on it. I say wait till it hits 1240 or 1243, whatever that level was. It hasn't hit that level yet. So remember that somebody around here on this day right here said that this stock looks really, really good. I don't know what his name is. And he said, Roger, are you sure you're okay? And what do you think, Matt?
I stand by my assessment. Just because it was wrong in this case doesn't mean it was the right decision or was the wrong decision.
You must have missed the session that I had on long-term trend breakouts.
Yeah, well, I don't see how you distinguish from
What
the
do you
other
mean?
gaps.
Look at it's breaking out at this level right here. Look at the volume. Look at this.
Okay.
Come on. Look at this.
So you're bottom picking and you're taking a gap to the
I'm
upside.
not bottom picking. What bottom picking? Look at this thing.
So just so we're on the same page here, you're bottom picking, you're taking a breakout with a huge gap.
That's with and yes, but it has huge volume. It has huge volume, and most importantly, the level that it's breaking is above all of this crap right here, which is what made me want to take this trade. And I told you guys this back then too. I do, Dickens. I do. Yeah. And Matt said I was crazy.
I said it's crazy because it's not.
You see, look.
It goes against all your core principles.
No, it doesn't. No. I had a session and I had a video and I showed you guys. If you have a stock that breaks up on huge volume like this, and it's going over like a 10-month high or 11-month high, it's good. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly, Ralph. Exactly. Yeah, no. I was very specific. If it was breaking up, but it was up here, I wouldn't look at it twice. I'm looking at it because it's above long-term level. And if you guys look at my session that I had here, big time, obviously. If you look at my session that I had here, I explained there was a few things that I look at. I think you went to get lunch the time that I had this thing out. I said I looked at huge volume, and I looked for it to take out a multi-time period. I'm not trying to bottom pick anything. I want to see a stock go volume like this, and I want to see it take out a multi-period high. If I don't see those two things, no soup. No. I want to make sure you guys, we're all on the same page. I'm not trying to bottom pick a stock. I'm trying to buy a breakout that took out a multi-month high on a huge volume. That's a big fundamental move. Greg, what I said was this. I said the confirmation was this. If it takes out this high, get in the trade. It took out the high and it went even higher.
You got $3 out of it though. Big deal.
It was like $3.
What's the risk to reward there?
It would be right under.
You get in the second day at the open, so you get in around 113.
He hates breakouts.
And then you get a $3 move. The premium is going to be astronomical because of the implied volatility.
Let's see how high it goes.
I mean, I'm not trying to beat up your trade, but it's like the risk. There's so much more risk that thing reverts back and kills you on the downside. And on the upside, you're already going to get hurt on the implied volatility. And then how much more upside can it really have?
We'll see. We're going to look at it tomorrow. We'll see, but we would still be long.
I'm going to run the option and see how much we actually would have made.
All right. Do the numbers. Okay. So let's go. I love the argument because he never argues. So hedge funds rotate from tech. Our research, this is Goldman. Our research shows that S&P stock has been more micro-driven in the last 6 months than any other time since 2017. But this is what I like about him. I don't want anybody that agrees with me all the time. Driven by falling stock correlation. A more micro-driven market has typically been associated with more opportunity for stock pickers to capture alpha. Exactly, Ken. For example, hedge funds' return have historically been more positive when stocks' return are micro-driven. Hedge funds and mutual fund rotations into cyclicals at the express of growth sectors like infotech, consumer discretionary. Earlier this year, the 7 mega cap tech stocks lifted the S&P into an extremely narrow rally. You all remember when that happened. Of course, 1.7. I'll post it on Telegram too in about 2 hours. Returns have since broadened out and funds cut exposure to the two sectors. Hedge funds and mutual funds both entered third quarter with largest infotech underweight since the least 2012. 6 stocks overlap as a favorites that appear in the Goldman very important position list for hedge funds. I'm going to give you those stocks in order of importance. Now, I have not looked at these, but Goldman spent billions of dollars researching these 6 stocks. And this is the best one, according to them. Sigma is their favorite stock in the near term. So CI. Next one is FI. I'm a little surprised, but they love the stock. What can I tell you? Only 6 of them. This is not a surprise. This is always and by the way, this is one of my stocks for today. I believe. Yeah, it is. So we'll get into that later. Uber. We'll see how high it goes. I would be buying Uber right now. Visa. Also, almost every list that I've ever seen includes MasterCard and Visa. I like Visa right now. Actually, you know what? I like Visa. I like Visa more than I like MasterCard. And then the last one was Workday. Now, I find it very interesting that they're starting to like Fiserv and Uber and Workday. These are now. I like this stock, and I like how it's moving right now, quite a lot actually. And I like how it's having. I like the volume right now. I would be buying this stock. So far, this is the best one, and I guess we'll start with this one. So that's their favorite stocks. That's Goldman's favorite stocks. Well, I don't know. Well, I mean, some of these look pretty good, and most of them are near their 52-week highs. When it just depends. This is why I'm not recommending them. This is why I'm looking at them. But I want you guys to know. I want you guys to know the 6 top stocks that Goldman considers very important positions. These are very important. Truthfully, out of the 6, I really like 2 of them. I just changed 2 of my stocks as a result of this list. I changed MasterCard for Visa, and I changed and I added Workday. So they do some good. You have to. One thing about, I'm going to tell you guys something, and I know this is going to drive you crazy because you guys are all looking for answers and you're all looking for direction and you're all looking for something to grasp onto. But sometimes it's not 1 or 2 or a linear list. Sometimes things come from different sources. It's about just putting everything together and being really flexible. And I'm not a flexible person by nature, but you got to be flexible when you're thinking about the markets, you know? So first stock that I just added on my list a minute ago, which is Workday. Let's see if they have earnings or something coming out. Yeah, they already had earnings come out. The stock is looking great right now. I like how it's breaking out. I like where it is right now. I would want to see it just go a little bit higher, but I really like the volume here. And I like how it's down a little bit today. Volume is heavy, but it's not breaking down or anything like that. In this case, we'd probably go about 25 days out to 9/22 expiration. We would look at the two, in this case, I think I would want to go a little bit in the money and do a spread. I'd go 235. The delta on this is really good. Let's go 235 to buy, and we're going to sell the 245. So it's going to cost us a little less than $5, but it'll be in the money. So your delta will be pretty, your decay will be slower. And if it doesn't do anything in the next 6 days, especially if it doesn't break out the high, forget about it. I'm pretty confident that it's going to break out the high here, which is at the 240.18 level. If it does, and volume is still above the average, I think it's gonna hold water. Next one. TJX. There we go. I like how it's holding on. It's holding strength very good here. I think it's going to break out. We can wait for a little, for a little more consolidation or a little price action, but I like what I'm seeing right here. I think I gave you this trade last week as a pullback, but I still like it. We're moving to the 9/22 strike price. It's going to give us 25 days, a lot more than enough time to validate this trade. You're going to go slightly in the money. You're going to go 89 strike price. And then you're going to go ahead and sell the 93 strike price if you can get 50 cents for it. Or as the trade goes your way, you can offset it with the 93. 89 to buy, 93 to sell. Okay. Implied volatily's gone down a little bit. Earnings are over, so I want to go deeper in the money so we get a little less implied and more theta. Theta's time decay, slower time decay. Look at that, man. We got 270 people here.
All right.
Pretty good. I like that. Next one, TRGP. I don't have too many stocks today, guys, so don't worry about it. We'll have plenty of time. I only have about 10 or 11. I like this breakout. I like the fact that it's moving higher. Volume is not slowing down. I like it. I think this was a great pullback right here. I only regret not bringing it to your attention. For this one, I don't want more. I don't want you to be in this trade for more than 8 days. So if it doesn't do anything in the next 5 to 6 days, just get out. 18 days is enough. Now I want you to go to 82.50. I want you to go to 82.50 to buy, and I want you to go to 87.50 to sell. It'll give you 5 points, and the option will be, you're going to pay a little more for the option, but I want you to go in the money. I want you to get premium here because I think that with it being near the high, it's not pulling back. You need to take off that implied volatility near the upper end of the range right here. So if you go in the money, if it was a pullback, we can go a little out of the money, but because it's a breakout, we want to go in the money. In the money takes away the implied volatility, gives us a little more time value. Let's continue. Next one is Murr. Now, I've been talking about this stock for quite a while. Not right now, Zoom user. Ask me when I'm done and I'll talk about it. We've talked about the stock plenty of time. I told you about right here. I'm still liking it. Nothing has changed. The only thing that's changed is we're going to go a little further. No, we're not. We're going to stay at 9.15. 5-6 days, no soup. Get out. I like the 45 here. 45 strike price is fine. Folks, please don't tell me to look at stocks, Heinz or Riot. I'm not going to do any of it. I have an agenda. When you give me ticker symbols before I'm ready for it, you're telling me that your ticker symbol is more important than my ticker symbol. I don't think that's the case. If it is, then you should have your own Zoom room and you should talk about your ticker symbols. Let me do mine. Next one is one that I've been talking about nonstop. I've been talking and talking and talking and talking about it. And guess what? It's been moving our way. How long have I been talking about this stock now? What, since it was like right here?
It's been a while.
It's still moving in our way. People ask me, Roger, I'm missing your trades. I'm literally talking about the same stock every day. Yeah, let's stay on point. Exactly, Stephen. 18 days till expiration. Go with the 70 strike price. You're buying value. You're buying okay, and if not, 75. But here's your sweet spot right here: 70, 75. I prefer you buy the 70. Next one is another one we've been talking about nonstop. Look at this. Do you remember? You remember here, 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 and here? It's a little late right now. I won't get into it, but you all should be profiting from this stock because I've been talking about it nonstop. And look, volume's picking up. We're breaking higher. Don't say I didn't warn you about Bro. Don't say I didn't warn you about Murphy. Don't say I didn't warn you about Splunk, even though somebody here did not like it.
I got the numbers.
You got the numbers?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, what are the numbers?
If you had taken the trade the second day after the breakout in the morning, once it was showing it was green, you took the September 15th, 115, you'd only be up 21% right now.
Okay. Mea culpa. Excuse me.
It's why I don't like them.
We're still in the trade, right?
Yeah. And
All right.
that's a
right.
option with 18 days left.
Paul, I'm not going to give you an option on this because I've been giving you the option on this for the last 10 days. And if nobody, it's too late now. No soup for anybody on this, including me. Let's talk about another one. These are still continuations. Sorry, folks. We only would have made 21 so far. I apologize.
Yeah, but the downside risk is so much. It's risky business.
All right. So I like Cisco. I told you on a down slope here that it was a good buy. I still like Cisco. I do too. Cyrus. It's still continuing a trend. Oh, and I wanted to ask you guys a question. Actually, do a poll right now, Matt, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And put day trade with some overnight, and the choice is that versus day trade only. Okay, day trade with some overnight, day trade only. So remember, we're looking to launch day trading room. So I want to ask you guys a question, okay, as we're doing this. Let's say it's 75% day trades, but if stocks are intact and I like them, I reserve the right to hold some of them overnight, like max 1 day overnight. So would that turn anyone off, or would that not be a turn off? So choice A, day trade with just, here and there. If we like them, we let them go. If they still fit our criteria, we let them go overnight. Versus day trade only. Want to do what we're going to do? No. You don't have to respond. He's going to do
The poll is live.
Yeah, flat at the end of the day, possible hold overnight. There we go. Do the poll. Oh, okay. See, Matt, it's going perfectly with what we're thinking. Look at that. See that? So far, 89% with some hold overnight. Good, because I want to have the option of doing that.
The only time that's really a big deal for most people, I would think, is if you're using a prop firm. Some of them require you to be flat at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But
so far, 90% of you don't mind me doing most. It'll be a day trade room, but sometimes if we, like things are moving our way, I'm not there. I'm not finished, Angie. I'm not gonna let you go. Don't worry. Okay, cool. No, it would be more like maybe top 24 hours extra. Top. Okay, all right. So I got the answer. We'll keep going. So far, everybody pretty much 90% want hold the trade overnight.
If I can add in a caveat real quick, because I see people concerned about the pattern day trader rule. If you're trying to build your account and you want a day trade and you don't want to run into the 3 day trades in a rolling 5-day period, one thing you can do, at least on Thinkorswim, if you turn off margin, You can day trade through all of your capital. And then, but your round trips total, you can only go through as much money as in the account. After that, tomorrow morning, they'll be settled and you can do it again the next day. But for example, if you you have $20,000 in the account, you buy a position worth $20,000 and then you sell it the same day, you're done. You have no more buying power.
Right. All right. I ended the poll. I'm going to share the results. So you can clearly see 90% don't mind overnight. Okay, I was worried about that because some of the trades are really good, but see what happens with these relative strength trades is if they're moving in our direction and if everything's intact, I don't want to get out prematurely if I don't have to. So I just want to make sure that you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, you never walk away from a heater, right?
Well, again, I just want to make sure, but it looks like 90%. More people have no problem with that than the people who wanted to day trade in the first place. So it's good. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know.
They'll settle a call or a put if you're long overnight on a cash account.
Right. So Cisco, let's go back to Cisco. Sorry, I didn't mean to intervene there. Cisco, and I'm not in a hurry today. If you guys don't, if we go over, I don't mind going over today. 86 strike price right here. 18 days till expiration. If it doesn't do anything, get out. There you go, Brett. You tell him. You tell him, Brett. See, Matt?
What?
Huh?
What are you saying, C?
Look at Brett on Splunk.
Oh, bingo?
Splunk. He's up 10%.
Great.
One second. Let me just repost something here and then we'll move on. I have too much fun here. I gotta be honest with you. I have too much fun here with you guys. Just started with your system, so I didn't get all the trade recommendations. Are they on the site? No, Richie. They're all on the videos. We go through them in detail here, live. And then we post on Telegram the replay, or if you joined in the members area, you can get them there. 56, 96. I don't even know what I said. Here's what I said. 56 strike price. 56 strike price. The 56 strike price for 86 cents. 86 is the price. See, midpoint, 86 cents. 56 strike, 86 cents for Cisco. Yeah. Next one. We're now going to pullbacks. There's a few pullbacks. Actually, there's only one pullback. I mean, I don't even know if you want to call this a pullback, but technically it is a pullback. That's right. SPFASS right here. I like this. I liked it last week. Remember, Matt? This is not the first time I'm talking about it, right, folks? Yeah. If you can, somebody remind me when we talked about it last. I think it was sometimes last week. But I like the 115 strike price. And I would sell the 120 against it. Thank you, Dom. I appreciate that. Now, how has it done since that time? Let's take a look. See here. Yeah, like Wednesday or Thursday of last week. So it was like 21, like right here. Yeah. I still like it. I think it's gonna shoot up higher. Now let's talk about the shorts. Oh, thank you, Brendan. Perfect. I still like that trade. And I still like the same strike prices. You see, when I go through hundreds of stocks and I'm still finding the exact same one and I'm liking it and I don't remember when I talked about it before, you know it's a good one. Short stocks. We'll see you later, Angie. Watch the replay or send me an email. Oh, I got a new email address, Matt.
You did?
I did. I got another email address. It's really a hard email to remember because some people don't remember. They get confused with the Market Geeks, the Wealth Press, the Trading Pub. It's too much. It's too much. I tell you. So I didn't change it. I still have my support of Market Geeks, but I forwarded roger@rogerscott.com to it. Now, can anybody not remember that email address? roger@rogerscott.com. You could still use support of Market Geeks or roger@rogerscott.com. They all go to support of Market. That's it, Art. Or support of Market Geeks. Doesn't matter. Either they'll all end up in the same place, but that's my new email address. No, just Roger at rogerscott.com, just like the website, rogerscott.com. No dashes, no nothing. It's Roger at rogerscott.com. Nice and easy. All right, let's talk about the shorts. Couldn't be easier, right? Just like you wrote it, Art. It's hitting the 50-day moving average. Volume is dying out. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get that email forwarded to him right after we're done here.
That's a good idea.
Yes, the YouTube has a dash. We can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that, Ray. But my website doesn't, and you know, what can I tell you? Just usually people don't type the channels in YouTube. They just like them, subscribe to them, and then they get notifications. So for this stock, we want to put, we want to go. They're very liquid. So the only way to trade this is by selling the underlying. Website, it's very complicated here. See, look. Or you can just go to Trading Pub. The members area is Trading Pub. See, members log in, it'll take you to Trading Pub. So no matter where you go, it ends up taking you to the right place. Right, Ray, exactly. Ray, there's a Roger Scott channel there without the dash. Can you show me a link to that? I didn't know I had one without a dash. I'm curious. Would you send it to me, Ray? Because if it doesn't have the dash, maybe I could change. I can get them exchanged. Let me know, please. I'm curious. Okay, so let's continue. Exactly. Not me. But yeah, Ray, if you see it, if you see the one without a dash, let me know, because I didn't know that was the one we already had. QSR, another short. Now, this is not a setup, this QSR. This is actually a breakdown in price. Now, I drew this line a while ago. I don't know if you guys remember or not, and I got an alert signal that it grew past. This is one of those breakdown trades long term. It's now coming back into this area. No, I didn't move GMAD without details. GMAB did not have option liquidity. So I said, you're going to have to do the underlying, Manny. They want it. Don't ask, Billy. Don't ask. It wasn't my choice. So I think this is going to continue breaking down to the $60 level. And by the way, volume is picking up here. Gives us a verification or a confirmation. I'm not, Brendan. I'm not channeling anybody. In this case, we want to do the 67.50 strike price. 67.50 strike price. Yeah, let me take a look, Ray. Yeah, that's the current one, isn't it? Hold on a second. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're onto something. I'll check it out later. No, see, it's Roger Scott 103. See, it's not Roger Scott. It's Roger Scott 103. They didn't have a Roger Scott. Yeah. Yeah, that's not the one. I'm going to delete that one completely. It's just Roger-Scott. Right here, like this. This is the YouTube channel, everybody. Sorry for all the confusion. This is the YouTube channel. This is the URL. And this is the email address. And I'll have Mason forward yours to, we'll have a Matt at rogerscott.com soon too, just Matt at rogerscott.com. Nice and easy. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. It's a good session. We're having a good time here. Next one. AGR. Stock has come up. Don't see it moving much higher from here. Believe it's going to come down. Not sure if it has option liquidity. We'll find out in a minute. No. No option liquidity. Next, we have KLIC. Believe it rallied up here. I don't like these 3 or 4 tops. Comes down. I think it's got a great support right here, but it's got another $5 or $6 to go. We would be looking at the puts. We would be looking at the 55 strike price puts or the 50 right here, 55 or 50. I don't think I'd want to go too far out of the money here, so I'd probably go with the 55s and liquidate them in the next 6 days if nothing happened. Or you can go with the 45. Or excuse me, 50, 55 or 50, not 45, 55 or 50. Or you can do the 50, but they're mostly time value. Don't overstay your welcome. If after 5, 6 days nothing happens, you don't want this. Shorts should happen faster than longs. And last one for today is Clearwater Energy. It's another short. I think the stock has overstayed its welcome. Let me just take a quick look here. Yeah, the 2-day RSI is way overbought. Stock is ready to come down. Looking at the options. I will in a minute, Lori. I would be looking at the 25 strike price. It's like 60 cents. I like this stock. I like this trade. I really do like this trade. WHR. Let's look at it. Let's see if it's going way up. I don't know about way up. It's overbought right now. Matt, how bad is Whirlpool going against us?
60%.
60. Okay. If it continues going against us, we're going to get out of the trade, Lori. Am I right, Matt?
Yes, you would be correct.
Yeah. How do you figure out put option liquidity? Very easy. Very easy, Dan. I look at the spreads between the bid and the offer and the mid price. I don't even look at open interest. I look at how tight the spreads are. If the spreads are tight, it's got plenty of liquidity. That means the market maker's willing to play ball. I've seen plenty of options that have thousands of contracts and the spreads are wide. Matter of fact, I'll tell you a little story. I don't know now since I haven't traded commodities in over a decade, but I've traded ETFs instead. But there's really no need to trade commodities now that they have ETFs. But my point is this. Back in the day, I don't know, you'll have to tell me if this is still true. But back in the day, if you traded something on the commodity exchange, no matter how liquid it was, the spreads were about 3 times wider than on the Chicago exchange, just because. Now, to their defense, the liquidity on New York Stock Exchange was about 10 times lower on the Chicago, generally speaking. But you still had very liquid assets like crude oil, coffee, and they were still 3 times wider. It's the market makers. It's nothing to do with this, with the assets. I've seen assets that have hardly any liquidity have 5-cent spreads, and I've seen assets that have thousands of contracts traded that have a 30-cent spread for the same percentage. Yeah. Put on CWEN. Let's take a look. So if it continues moving up, we will get out of it. I believe it was a 25 put. Yeah, it was a 25 put. All right, Matt, take us through seasonality.
All right.
As Matt is getting ready to do that, I'll show you exactly what I told you in my morning video on HE. I'll pretend it's the morning video.
That would be perfect because I need like 20 more seconds.
Yeah, take 20 seconds. So here's what I told you guys. I said, don't touch it unless it breaks this level. I said it today at what time? I said it at, what time was it? It's about, where was that level that I said it needs to break? I said it needs to break a certain level. I think that level was right here. Oh, what am I doing? Here it is, overnight. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm an idiot. So this didn't happen yet. This is the opening right here. 12. I said it needs to break this level. Thank you, Bruno. I didn't have the overnight, and I'm thinking that I did. So I'm thinking if this is overnight, it must be here. But no, it was right here. I did not have the extended overnight data. So who here said that that they're in trouble on HE? Not my fault. If you would have listened to me, your entry would have been to the short side at 12.18. Thank you, Bruno. Thank you, Sandy. Jim. Yeah, I didn't say it would not have happened. Yeah. So anyway, and I did that video at about 8:30, so it would have definitely been this area right here, without a question of a doubt. So there's no reason for you to be in that trade. Now, if it happens, if the trade breaks above this level, you can go long, but I wouldn't, and I'll show you why. Look at the chart. Who in their right mind would go long the stock after this? Could it be me? Me what, Rochelle? What are you talking about? Nah. No. So seriously, the level that I gave you was right here, and it didn't break that level. I wanted to fill this gap. All right, Billy, we'll see you later. Matt, are you ready now?
Yeah.
I like Visa because it hasn't, MasterCard has already broken down. You just take it from me, Matt, whenever you're ready. MasterCard up here looks great. And Visa still, they're very correlated. So I'm thinking you can get a little better deal on Visa because it hasn't broken out yet. That's all I was saying. Visa's looking good. All right, Matt, go ahead. Do your thing. Let me give you the screen. Do you have everything you need?
Yep.
All right. There you go.
Okay. Bing. All right. There we go. Let's get this white screen going. All right. I will run it straight from the top. Let's look at the weekly seasonality as a whole. We had it on Friday, but we'll show it again. Pretty mixed. Definitely see strength towards the end of the week across the board more than the beginning of the week. So good time to get in on a pullback, possibly, but not a lot of strength overall. Just kind of coming back to even a lot of things. Your sectors on the short side are as follows when it chooses to load. Here we are right here. You'll see we've got not much, really a whole lot of nothing. No clear seasonality there on the short side for your sectors. Let's go to the long side. Carla, it's the 29th. Just FYI. There we go. We've got consumer staples leading the way. Everything else is pretty weak. It's not telling you to go short, but it's not telling you to go long either. Top setups on the long side. I picked the three that I like. ACN looks decent. It's a little expensive. The liquidity is good. Also FFIV. Notice they're both tech stocks, but that's kind of what's strong seasonally. The last one, this ETF right here, UUP, I'm going to pull it up on the chart so you can see. It's not a, oh, this is a great setup. It's just kind of the seasonality strong and it's kind of a blue sky trade. You've got some room in the RSI still before it gets super oversold, and you don't have a lot of overhead resistance for a while. So and the options are tight. Doesn't move very fast though. So, but if you want a pretty high probability trade, that thing's been just chugging along to the upside.
Hey,
For
Matt, did you issue a September 19th trade on
it's
HON?
29th.
Oh, so it's 29 because a few people said it was 19th. Just double check when you get a
Yeah,
chance.
I'm looking at it.
Okay. All right.
And then on the short side, this is what I liked. Oh, my notes went away. Surprisingly, I like Newmont Mining for a short on this. Seasonality is pretty good to the short side. And I was looking at it intraday, wanted to see it just kind of top out, tried to come back up. If not, really, if it breaks 39, I think it's just going to keep going down the rest of the day. And obviously, the trend has been quite extreme to the downside. Earnings aren't anything to worry about. You clear there. Won't be a huge winner, but should just kind of slide back off. And then on your 10-day hold, you've got maybe UHS, STZ, although if I remember correctly, that stock kind of, well, is expensive. That's why, but I don't know that I love that pullback, but it's probably the strongest 10-day hold. And then your weakest 10-day hold, PNR and EVRG, most definitely. As far as the sectors, it's pretty mixed. Not all, but you'll see that on the on this right here as well. Kind of just choppiness. Although the one thing I'll say is that it looks stronger towards the end of the week. And that is all I got.
All right. All right. Hold on. Let me just make sure there's no more questions. And then go to the chat here. Wade says the alert was originally the 19th. He changed it. You put an alert for the 19th, Matt?
No, I don't think so. So I had it on the 29th, and then I went back to double check it, and I didn't realize that it had changed the ticker.
Oh.
And then I freaked out. I was like, oh. And then I changed it back again. So triple back.
But it says 29th now, right?
Yeah, it says 29.
All right. Now, wait, that's not for the VIP room. That's
No,
for
it's
another
a stealth.
service. Let's stick with what we're here for, okay? All right. All right, guys. Because it confuses the living, you know what, out of me. Because I'm thinking VIP room, you're talking about another service. So let's not apples to apples. Because not everybody here is in that service. All right, guys. We'll talk soon. And we went 5 minutes after. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. If any questions, you guys know how to get a hold of me. Either support at marketgeeks.com or roger@rogerscott.com. Bye, everyone.